What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King, aka first name Rage, last name is him. Back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I ask if y'all please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rumble Rage TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe, and y'all. Got an interesting article here, Got an interesting article here from OneEventsHubs.com talking about Ed Boon's latest, how can I say this? His latest interaction with the people asking for an ultimate edition of remastering old MK games. So, as you see right here on your screen, ain't no optical illusion, ain't no black magic, ain't no Photoshop. This is the real deal, Holyfield, and real spill, man. We got an article here giving us the details of what and when to expect an ultimate edition of old school Mortal Kombat games. So without further ado, I'm going to stop running my trap and it's time to watch and react. Let's get it. Ed Boon on remastering old Mortal Kombat games. One day the stars are going to align and we're going to make that happen. Mortal Kombat 2, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Shaolin Monks, Deception, and Conquest all specifically mentioned. It's a matter of when, not if, we'll see some of the older Mortal Kombat games remastered according to Ed Boon. Whether this will be done by NetherRealm Studios or an outside development team remains to be seen. Also, which titles will be remastered is also up for debate, but in a question and answer session, the Mortal Kombat series co-creator mentioned a few specific possibilities. Mortal Kombat 2, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Shaolin Monks, Deception, and Conquest. I'm going to be honest with you. Those shouldn't even be up for debate. All of them should be included. All of them should be remastered. All of them should have online play with rollback netcode. All of them should be remastered and look their absolute best and play their absolute best without the microtransaction bullshit. Said it before, and I'm not the only one. Shout out to Big Brother Fate. Hope you're doing better out there. Can't wait to see you return to YouTube. Guys like Total MK have been begging for this. And I quote, "You will literally be printing money if you were to sit there and remaster and release each and every last one of them in an Ultimate Mortal Kombat pack. You will literally be printing money. Because people have been begging for those style of games to come back, myself included. But let's continue. Ed Boon was asked what he hopes to see in the future of the Mortal Kombat franchise by fans at the show at the Cleveland Gaming Classic Video Game Convention. Say that 5 times fast and not damn near bite your tongue off. To me, there's 2 kinds of directions. One, I think we do need to continue moving forward with new content. But yet there's no true content in the latest iteration of Mortal Kombat, and y'all about done with that. Said Boon, likely referring to DLC and other things for the 2023 release Mortal Kombat 1. Addressing the second part, Boon said that there's a catalog of 30 years of games and a lot of high points in people's memories. Mortal Kombat, Shaolin Monks, Deception, and Conquest, all of these pivotal moments. And yet you know this, and yet for the 30th anniversary, which all of this should have been released at, during the 30th anniversary of the release of the original Mortal Kombat, all we got was a bullshit package. A bullshit video package that didn't mean shit. Didn't mean a goddamn thing. So you know this and still choose not to do it because you want to push your bullshit agendas off. You want to push bullshit agendas like gender swapping already classic characters. Making everything woke. Giving us fighting game mechanics nobody asked for. Giving us and including fighting game mechanics that literally want to close the gap. Close the gap between newer players and OG players, and then wonder why there's such a mass confusion. What I have a problem with is you're asking people, you're going to tell people who took the time to get better at fighting games to sit there and have to lower themselves down to people who have no idea how they'll work, and because you want to claim, oh, it hurts the bottom line, which in my opinion ain't nothing but a bullshit cop-out. It's going to hurt the bottom line if we have to actually have people learn how to play a game. Bro, get out of here with that bullshit. Get out of here with that. No, it's not going to hurt your bottom line. So you're going to sit there and tell me, look me and other OG MK fans in the face and say, you want to close the gap if you know who you know. You want to close the gap between newer players and older players because it's gonna hurt the bottom. It's gonna hurt the bottom line if you don't. But you think sales are gonna improve by putting in a bunch of woke shit literally no one asked for. How ass backwards do you have to be to say and believe some bullshit like that? But let's continue. Back in 2021 on Twitter, Boon asked his followers which remaster they'd be most interested in, and fans responded that it was Shaolin Monks. And yeah, it is. But I would also add Deception, Conquest, the first 3 Mortal Kombats, all of them need to be remastered. It need to be one big ass package. No did it. It needs to be one big ass collective edition. Sell all them bitches for maybe $100 to $150. None of that microtransaction bullshit, and make the money that y'all should be making. Not this woke trash y'all trying to push off on us now that literally no one asked for. No one. And the fact that it hasn't happened yet is ridiculous. Didn't Capcom release one not too long ago? Y'all are part of the big 3 in fighting games. And yet you're going to tell me people have to wait to get an ultimate collective edition of Mortal Kombat games of the past when it's already been 30 years. How much longer does y'all ass need, bro? How much longer do y'all need? When this should have happened, it should have happened on the 30-year anniversary, if we're being completely honest. It should have been ready to go at the 30-year anniversary. This should have been a topic of conversation when MKX came out. And yet it wasn't. Can you explain why? Or are you just full of shit and want people to think that you're not? I think you're just full of shit. But let's continue. Some people in the audience were probably born after the first Mortal Kombat game came out in 1992. So a lot of people kind of been on board, it's supposed to be on board, but it's onboarded into Mortal Kombat, said Boon. I would love to see if we could revisit some of those moments with the latest technology. Remasters, another action adventure game. I really feel like there's great opportunities for that, Boon stated. Then why hasn't it happened? Why hasn't it happened? That's just like knowing exactly what's going to be on the test. That's just like studying for a test, knowing exactly what's going to be on the test and still finding a way to fail. How the fuck does that happen unless there's a deliberate disconnect to not do it, if not just pure laziness? You have to remaster something that's already made. Bro, I'm pretty goddamn sure that's not going to take too many resources. It's literally not. And the fact that y'all want to act like, oh, it's just so much. It's just so much. Man, miss me with that shit. Especially when y'all pumping out fucking games every 2 years, minus MK1, which, let's just be honest, ain't nothing but MK11 with cameos in it. And a few different mechanics that weren't even fucking truly new. They were just brought back from the older games. So miss me with that. Later, Ed Boon was asked if he considered a modern take on the photo capture style of the original Mortal Kombat game released in the early 1990s. Yeah, there was a project that got started that had much higher resolution assets, he said. So you have everything you need to do it, and yet you just choose not to do it. Nasty work. While it's not confirmed, it's likely Boon is referring to the Mortal Kombat HD collection that he mentioned on Twitter back in 2021. I think there were 3D models, but they certainly looked like photorealistic versions of the characters. It was kind of remakes of the classic arcade games, Boon said. That's all people are asking for. That's literally all people are asking for, yet you're going to sit there and act like it's just impossible to do. All the technology, all the funds to do it, and you just choose not to do it. Makes no sense. They started, but hit snags that I'm not really allowed to discuss, but it stalled them. Boom, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. There was a deliberate choice not to do it. It's not that you can't do it. And again, I love how NetherRealm Studios and Ed Boon loves to do this shit. When shit is going fine or at least halfway decent, they all on the internet. They bragging, got their dicks all out or whatever 16-bit got in between his legs. They just bragging, got their chest all out, dicks are swinging. And whatever, again, 16-bit got just all hacky honky dog. We can't do no wrong. Look at us. We won the big three. Then when it comes to asking the tough questions, which really shouldn't be so goddamn tough, I'm not allowed to, and we got hit with this, and we got, man, miss me with the bullshit. Because that ain't nothing but some bullshit. Nothing but some bullshit. Stop it, man. Stop it. The real reason why, and I've said this before in earlier videos, the reason why you don't want to do this is because you want to sell people this new bullshit that can't nobody make any true sense of, instead of selling us some shit people actually want to play. Why? Because your Ultimate Edition is going to shit on your latest two iterations of that bullshit you tried to shell out to us in Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat 1. I have yet to meet anybody that can logically explain to me how the fuck that's not the case. I've yet to see it, and I won't see it. You want to know why? Because though people hate the messenger that looks like me, though they hate the messenger that sounds like me, though they hate the messenger that has the balls enough to speak this shit out loud and call the motherfuckers responsible for this shit not happening out, that's what y'all have a problem with over me being right. Y'all agree with the message. Y'all just hate the messenger it's coming from. Because I guarantee, if I was one of these other bigger YouTube, if I was Super or Maximilian Dude or some goddamn body, y'all would eat that shit up. Y'all would eat that shit up like a pig on fucking slop. Y'all would eat it the fuck up. And this ain't no shot to Super or Maximilian Dude. I'm just simply making a point. Y'all understand the message. Y'all even agree with the message. Y'all just hate the messenger that the message is coming from. Don't think I don't see this shit. Because I said it before in the in the collab I did with Fate. Again, shout out to Big Brother Fate. A motherfucker like me come out and say, oh, he looks like a thug. He looks like a criminal. Look at his tattoos. Oh my God. Though I don't have one offensive tattoo on my fucking body. I lied. The most offensive tattoo I got says coexist, where it says all the religions need to come together and figure out what is right instead of figuring out who is right. Yeah, that's controversial. And he curses too much. Look, he wears the bandana, so he must be in the gang. Bitch, I ain't gangbang a day in my damn life. Ain't started, ain't finna try. And I think you a damn fool if you are, no matter what age. I mean, he just speaks too rough. He's extra. He just gets on the... My bad, I'm passionate about some shit I grew up loving. My bad, I actually am human and not afraid to fucking show it. My bad, I'm grown and speak like I'm a grown-ass man. Y'all want to talk about I curse too much, but look at y'all calling y'all friends a 6-letter F word on a regular basis and claiming that's your boy. Look at y'all cussing out your mamas and your daddies and shit because they didn't give you what you wanted. Need I say any fucking more? Let's continue. It seems Boon is under some kind of obligation that prevents him from discussing why this project was canceled, which he hopes to address at some point in the future. No, he just don't want to explain his bullshit to you. He's not under no obligations to not do it. He just don't want to explain why the fuck he just won't do it. He can, he just won't. Miss me with the bullshit. And then answer me this. Does it make sense to a company to have something that could bring them in millions of dollars? Does it make sense for a company, especially as greedy as WB Games is? Does it make any sense for them to do anything that doesn't make them money versus something they know that they will make money off of? When has a company as greedy as them ever decided to turn down millions of dollars? Ask yourselves that. Regardless, Ed is optimistic that such a project will emerge at some point in time. But that's certainly something that's always on our minds. Someday it would be great to bring back Mortal Kombat 2 or Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 using today's technology, he said. One day the stars are going to align and we're going to make that happen, concluded Boon. You can check out the embedded video where these quotes came from below, and that's the end of the article. So again, just to reiterate, man, that's just a bunch of bullshit. That's a bunch of bullshit, and that's a bullshit cop-out. It's not that they can't do it. They won't. Why? Because they want to sell you some bullshit in the current games that ain't nowhere near the older games. Their biggest fear is that instead of y'all enjoying the agenda-pushed bullshit that they selling out now, and shelling out now will be outsold by games on older technology just remastered on newer technology. You're going to play them and have more fun. You're going to play them and ask, well, if you was doing this in this game, why is it not going on in this game? If you had a lore established in this game, why did y'all go so far from it in this game, but y'all not selling it? All those questions are going to arise. And you know what that's going to make them do? Have to put in more work, which is something they want to do. They are satisfied, meaning NetherRealm Studios, with putting out with putting in the least amount of work, doing the least amount of work possible, and try to make the most profit. That's unfortunately the situation we are in. But yet, because somebody like me that looks like me, talks like me, walks like me, acts like me, is saying it before your favorite big content creator who also knows the fucking truth and know that I am speaking the fucking truth, because it's coming from me is wrong, right? Because it's coming from old Rage King and he's not the one we chose. He doesn't look like the type of person that should be doing videos like this. He needs to stay in his lane. Bitch, come put me in my lane if you think I belong in one anywhere other than the lane I create. They know I'm right. You watching this video know I'm right, but you gonna hate. You gonna hate. You gonna tell me I'm being negative for pointing out the truth, but yet the only negative motherfucker are the ones that hate the truth just because of who it's being told by. Not that what I'm saying is wrong, but because of the person that looks and walks and talks like me. But I'm the negative one. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. That makes about as much sense. That makes about as much sense as a pregnant virgin. But that's just my opinion, man. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about this. Do y'all think we getting the Ultimate Mortal Kombat pack? I wouldn't hold my breath on it. If anything, you probably get the PA. You'll probably get GTA 6 before that ever happens. And Lord knows we've been waiting over a decade for that. But as long as y'all are respectful and logical, we can have a conversation. But that's the end of my video. Hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you. And Rage King will catch you in the next one. Now, hashtag that. Enough said. Goodbye.